Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds election rally in Maharashtra, says we took decision on Jammu and Kashmir like never before. BJP working president JP Nadda releases election Sankalp Patra. BJP Haryana 2019 promises doubling of farmers' income by 2022. New ministries for youth development and self-employment. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi to hold rally in Maharashtra. In a major step towards restoring normalcy in Jammu and Kashmir, postpaid mobile connections to be restored on Monday noon across the state. The services to be restored in all 10 districts of Kashmir. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu arrives in Sierra Leone. Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation Nabila Farida Tunis calls on Vice President. Both leaders discuss development of bilateral relations. In international news, powerful typhoon Hagibis barrels through Japan, killing at least 19 people and lashing large parts of the country with unprecedented rain, causing floods and landslides. Around 7.3 million people advised to evacuate from their homes. In sports, India tightens its grip on the second test. Meanwhile, in World Boxing Championship in Russia, debutant Manju Rani in 48 kg category is the lone Indian to enter the final. She will take on Russia's Ekterina Paltseva in the summit clash. Six-time champion Mary Kom, Jamuna Boro and Lovlina Borgian settle for bronze medals. And also, India is in a good position in the cricket test match against South Africa. We'll get you more updates on that. First, with just 8 days left for October 21st assembly elections in Maharashtra and Haryana, campaigning is at its peak in both the states. Prime Minister Narendra Modi addressed a public meeting in Jalgaon. Prime Minister said that government is fulfilling its promise of giving a stable, clean and empowered government to the citizens. He also praised the Chief Minister Devendra Fadnavis for giving a good governance in the state. Prime Minister said that in the last 5 years, nepotism and corruption have been curbed in all sections of societies benefited under this government. And due to policies adopted by the state government, Maharashtra is a front runner in all schemes. PM said in the last 5 years, every area, every community and every department has seen growth. PM also said we took decision in Jammu and Kashmir like never before. He added that the government took a decision to abrogate provisions of Article 370.
भाजपा एनडीए सरकार ने एक अभूतपूर्व फैसला जिसके बारे में सोचना तब पहले असंभव लगता था। जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख हमारे लिए सिर्फ एक जमीन का टुकड़ा भर नहीं है। जम्मू कश्मीर और लद्दाख भारत का मस्तक है, मां भारती का शीश। वहां का समूचा जीवन, वहां का कण कण भारत की सोच को, भारत की शक्ति को मजबूत करता है।
Assembly election campaign intensified in Haryana as well. Bharatiya Janata Party released its Sankalp Patra for Haryana Assembly elections today in Chandigarh in the presence of Chief Minister Manohar Lal and other senior leaders of the party. The manifesto titled Mare Sapne Ka Haryana or Haryana of My Dreams. Party working president JP Nadda and other senior functionaries were also present during the manifesto release. The Haryana Assembly elections have been scheduled for October 21st. The votes will be counted on October 24th.
हमारा संकल्प पत्र हमारा सपनों का हरियाणा, इसका विमोचन यहाँ पर हुआ। यह संकल्प पत्र, कमिटमेंट पेपर, is a very serious document and a very studied document. A lot of effort has been taken to draft this document.
And speaking on the occasion, Haryana Chief Minister Manohar Lal said that during the last 5 years, the state government has fulfilled most of its promises.
हमने बहुत ऐसे काम भी किए हैं जो हमारे घोषणा पत्र में नहीं था। वर्तमान समय में जो हमें ध्यान में आती हैं वो तो हम करने के लिए संकल्प लेते ही लेते हैं, लेकिन कई बार काम करते करते अनुभव में कुछ ऐसे विषय आ जाते हैं कि ये और बढ़िया ढंग से किया जा सकता है, तो हमने पढ़ी लिखी पंचायतों का प्रावधान किया। ये हमारे घोषणा पत्र में नहीं था पिछली बार, हमने इसको पढ़ी लिखी पंचायत के नाते से, और इसका इतना अच्छा एक निर्णय सुप्रीम कोर्ट ने दिया कि not only in Haryana but other states of the country should also follow it.
Senior BJP leader Rajnath Singh today addressed an election rally in Asand in Karnal, Haryana. Rajnath Singh praised the work done by the state government in the past 5 years. Singh hailed Prime Minister Narendra Modi's efforts for repealing Article 370 for the people of Jammu and Kashmir.
चर्चा बहुत दिनों से चल रही थी, भारत की संसद में भी बहनों भाइयों इस पर प्रस्ताव पारित हुआ था, लेकिन किसी सरकार ने वोट बैंक की पॉलिटिक्स को ध्यान में रखते हुए कभी भी धारा 370 को समाप्त करने का साहस नहीं जुटाया। पहली बार हमारे प्रधानमंत्री ने फैसला किया कि अब यह धारा 370 समाप्त होनी चाहिए। जैसे हिंदुस्तान के सभी राज्यों का दर्जा है, वही जम्मू कश्मीर का भी दर्जा होना चाहिए, और उसे करके हम लोगों ने दिखाया।
And he also slammed the previous governments at the centre for their stand on Article 370.
श्री मनोहर लाल जी खट्टर पिछले मुख्यमंत्रियों की तरह, चाहे वह कांग्रेस के मुख्यमंत्री रहे हों, चाहे इनेलो के मुख्यमंत्री रहे हों, वह हरियाणा की धरती पर बैठकर सरकार नहीं चलाते थे, बल्कि दिल्ली में बैठकर सरकार चलाते थे। और हमारे मुख्यमंत्री यहां ग्राउंड लेवल पर उतरकर सरकार चलाने का काम करते हैं, इसलिए मैं आपसे वोट मांगने के लिए आया हूं।
President Ramnath Kovind met Prime Minister Narendra Modi's mother, Hiraba, at her residence in Gandhinagar. President conveyed his best wishes for her good health. On the second day of his two-day Gujarat visit, President and his wife, Savita Kovind, met Prime Minister's mother at her residence in Raisan village, where she lives with her younger son, Pankaj Modi. Moving on, after the final withdrawal of nomination papers, 1,065 candidates are in the fray for the October 24th Block Development Council polls in Jammu and Kashmir, state election officials informed on Saturday. The highest number of 101 candidates are trying their luck from North Kashmir's Kupwara district, followed by nearby Baramulla. There are 316 blocks in the state. Out of these, 2 are without elected Panch or Sarpanch. Besides, 4 blocks have been reserved for women, and there are no women candidates. Thus, the elections would be held in 310 blocks on October 24th. Meanwhile, in a major step towards easing out restrictions in the Kashmir Valley, authorities have announced that some 40 lakh postpaid mobile phones will be made operational from tomorrow noon in all 10 districts of Kashmir, bringing relief to the people. The announcement was made by Jammu and Kashmir Principal Secretary and spokesperson Rohit Kansal in a press conference in Srinagar.
Having reviewed the situation in Jammu and Kashmir, a decision has now been taken to restore mobile phone facilities in the remaining areas of Jammu and Kashmir. More specifically, all post-paid mobile phones, irrespective of the telecom service provider, will stand restored and be functional from 12 noon on Monday, the 14th of October 2019. This will cover all 10 districts of Kashmir province.
Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu has reached Sierra Leone in the second stop as part of the two-nation visit to Africa. Vice President was welcomed by his counterpart in Sierra Leone, Lungi International Airport. Vice President was given Guard of Honor. He then arrived in Freetown, Sierra Leone's capital, where Sierra Leone's Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Nabila Farida Tunis, called on Vice President. Prime Minister Narendra Modi has greeted people on the occasion of Valmiki Jayanti. In a tweet message, PM Modi has said that great thoughts of Maharishi Valmiki are the seed element of India's historical journey on which the tradition and culture have flourished. He said, a pillar of social justice, Maharishi Valmiki's messages will always inspire people. The Pradhan Mantri Ujjwala Yojana is playing a key role in transforming the lives of women in rural Bengal. Women who till recently used to cook by burning wood in mud stoves have now received free gas connection thanks to the Ujjwala Yojana. Here's a ground report from Coach Bihar, West Bengal.
One can see joy on the faces of women with the launch of the central government's Ujjwala Yojana. Women who till recently used to cook by burning wood in mud stoves are now leading a healthy life, as they no longer have to inhale the harmful black smoke emanating from burning wood that was hazardous to their health.
Earlier, we used to cook food by burning wood in a mud stove. It used to create a lot of smoke. Our eyes used to burn and we had difficulty breathing. Under the Ujjwala scheme, we have been given smokeless stoves along with LPG cylinders. Now our eyes don't burn and we are very happy. We want to thank our Prime Minister for the scheme.
In Kuti village of Coach Bihar district, women used to risk their health cooking on mud stoves. And this is a thing of the past now, as several thousand women have got free gas connections, resulting in every household having a gas connection thanks to Ujjwala Yojana. Women of Kuti village are grateful to the Ujjwala Yojana for taking care of their health by providing them with smokeless chulas and LPG cylinders. Bureau Report, DD News.
And Pradhan Mantri Awas Yojana is changing lives of people across the country. The scheme, by helping people get pakka houses, makan of their own, is helping many fulfill the dream of owning a house. People living in Jharkhand's Giridih district have also got benefits of PM Awas Yojana. Take a look at this ground report from Giridih, Jharkhand.
Poverty was no less than a curse for Mahendra Sharma, a resident of Giridih who struggles to make a living being a daily wager. He had been living in a mud house since many years. He had to face a lot of problems during the scorching summers and the wet, rainy seasons. He is very happy today after getting his own pakka house under the PM Awas Yojana.
पहले मेरा खपरा पोस्ट का घर था, उसमें से बहुत दिक्कत होता था। पानी पड़ने के बाद दिक्कत हो जाता था, इधर उधर करना पड़ता था, सब सामान पढ़ाई वढ़ाई बच्चे सबका दिक्कत होता था, जिसके कारण से जब मिला है आवास मिला, बना ढलाई हो गया, तो अभी आराम से पढ़ते हैं, सब बच्चे सब रहते हैं, हमें भी अच्छा लगता है।
Kumari Anu Sharma, Mahendra's wife, is very happy as she had never thought that they would have their own pakka house. She says the government with this scheme has added new color to their lives.
हम सोचते थे कि कब मेरा पक्का का मकान कभी बनेगा, क्या नहीं ऐसा ही रहेगा, कहना मुश्किल था। लेकिन जब से मोदी सरकार ये हमारे आए हैं, तब से हम लोग को बहुत सारा सुविधा दिए हैं, घर गैस और पक्का मकान बन गया, तो आज हम बहुत खुश हैं। सब चीज़ों की सुविधा हमको मोदी सरकार ने दी है, उसमें से हम मेरा परिवार सारा सब खुश है और बच्चे लोग का भी पढ़ाई लिखाई अच्छा से हो रहा है।
There is no doubt that the efforts of the central government is helping reduce the difficulties faced by the common people. PM Awas Yojana is helping the poor have a pakka house of their own, which is like a dream come true for the people. Bureau Report, DD News.
Some other news now. In Mumbai, fire broke out in the commercial building in Topiwala Lane in Lamington Road this morning. According to locals, all trapped people in Aditya Arcade have been rescued. 2 persons were rescued from the second floor with the help of Angus ladder, 4 rescued from the terrace, while 3 were rescued from the third floor with the help of TTL using combination tool. The fire level was categorized as level 3 fire. 5 fire lines are in operation. The cause of the fire is not known yet. The damage suffered is also uncertain. Some international news. A powerful typhoon dashed heavy rainfall and strong winds and severe flooding through a widespread area of Japan, including Tokyo. Typhoon Hagibis made landfall south of Tokyo on Saturday and moved northward. The typhoon left at least 19 people dead and more than 100 injured. The numbers are growing, underlining the damage from Hagibis, which means speed in the Philippine language of Tagalog. Around 7.3 million people were given non-compulsory evacuation orders. Rescue efforts for people stranded in flooded areas were also in full swing. A rescue helicopter hovering in the flooded area in Nagano Prefecture, plucking people from the second floor of a home submerged in muddy waters. Several other rivers had also overflowed, including Tama River near Tokyo. Authorities warned that the risk of mudslides remain. Some train services in Tokyo area, much of which has halted, resumed from early morning, although others were undergoing safety checks and were expected to start later in the day. About 17,000 police and military troops had been standing ready for rescue operations under government orders. Evacuation centers had been set up in coastal towns and tens and thousands of people had been evacuated. Oil major Saudi Aramco hopes to fix by the end of November the last 4 key pieces of equipment damaged during the attacks last month in a move to allow it to fully regain production capacity. The company officials informed on Saturday. The mid-September attacks on the Abaqaiq and the Kurez plants caused damage that halved the crude oil output of the world's top oil exporter by shutting down 5.7 million BPD of production, driving a spike in the oil prices. Yemen's militant Houthi group claimed responsibility, but a U.S. official said the attacks originated from southwestern Iran, and Riyadh blamed Tehran. Iran, which supports the Houthis in the Yemen's war, has denied any involvement. Netherlands King Willem-Alexander and Queen Maxima will arrive in New Delhi for a 5-day visit, during which they will hold meetings with the top Indian leadership to boost bilateral economic and political cooperation. King Willem-Alexander's trip would be his first state visit to India following his ascension to the throne in 2013. King Alexander and Queen Maxima will arrive on Sunday night for the visit at the invitation of President Ram Nath Kovind. According to the Ministry of External Affairs, the King and Queen will visit New Delhi, Mumbai and Kerala during their visit. On Monday, the Dutch royals will meet President Kovind and Prime Minister Narendra Modi, while External Affairs Minister S. Jaishankar will call on them later. The King and Queen will be accompanied on their visit by a senior ministerial delegation. In Ecuador, a curfew has been imposed in the capital, Quito, after more than a week of violent anti-austerity protest, paralyzing the center and forcing the government to flee. The Ecuadorian President Lenin Moreno has declared the curfew and militarization in Quito to help security forces quell the ongoing protests sparked by austerity measures. In a televised message, Moreno thanked the indigenous leaders for agreeing to talks but did not comment on whether he would repeal the law. The protesters are demanding the return of fuel subsidies scrapped by the government as part of the package of austerity measures. Some have called for resignation of the president, who has declared a 2-month national emergency. Union Minister and senior BJP leader Ravi Shankar Prasad has said that his comments made yesterday in Mumbai were twisted. Ravi Shankar Prasad in a tweet message said that the comments made yesterday in Mumbai about 3 films making 120 crore rupees in a single day, the highest ever, was a factually correct statement. We are very proud of our film industry that provides employment to lakhs of people and contributes significantly by way of taxes. I'd also explained in detail about various measures the government had taken as pro-people move to strengthen our economy. Government of Prime Minister Narendra Modi always cares for the sensitivity of common people. Entire video of my media interaction is available on my social media. Yet I regret to note that one part of my statement has been completely twisted out of context. Being a sensitive person, I withdraw this comment. Some sports news. Manju Rani became the first Indian in 18 years to reach the world's final on debut. Manju Rani entered the finals of the Women's World Boxing Championship in her maiden appearance. 6th seed Rani defeated Thailand's Raksat 4-1 in her semi-final bout. She will take on the 2nd seeded Russian Ekaterina Palsiva in the summit clash today. Meanwhile, MC Mary Kom loses the semi-finals on Women's World Boxing Championship in Russia. In the last four clash, Birnaz Kakeglu of Turkey 4-1. With this, Mary Kom has amassed a staggering 8 medals from the Worlds. Mary Kom's incredible career is also studded with an Olympic bronze medal in 2012, 5 Asian titles, gold medals at Asian Games and Commonwealth Games, beside numerous other international top finishes. In cricket, India started with a bang on the 4th day of the second test match in Pune after asking South Africa to follow on. Ishant Sharma got things rolling with the wicket of Aiden Makaram of the second ball. Umesh then struck to get rid of Theunis de Bruyn as Saha leapt to his left to claim a stunning catch. Ashwin then stepped in and got rid of Faf du Plessis and Dean Elgar in quick succession to put South Africa on the mat. Till the last reports came in, South Africa were at 156 for the loss of 7 wickets.
उनके दिमाग में ये देखिए खराब शॉट जिसके बारे में हम बात कर रहे हैं, उनके दिमाग में ये लग रहा है कि ये मुश्किल विकेट है बल्लेबाजी के लिए।
फेस करने गए, उनको लगा कि बड़ा शॉट जाता है कि ग्लव लगा है कि नहीं लगा, वो मुश्किल कार्य था। ये इस बारी क्या बाहरी किनारा लगा, एक बढ़िया क्रिकेट और प्रेजेंस ऑफ माइंड भी शानदार। हवा में गेंद और मोहम्मद शमी किया बढ़िया ने बात की, लेकिन यहां पर विकेट निकाली बढ़िया उछाल के साथ।
Remember, India has already won the first test match against South Africa. Moving on, world's number 6 Alexander Zverev has reached the finals of the Shanghai Masters, where he will now face Russia's Daniil Medvedev. Zverev defeated Italy's Matteo Berrettini in straight sets 6-3, 6-4, although Alexander Zverev holds a 4-0 head-to-head record against Daniil Medvedev.
The world's number 6, Germany's Alexander Zverev, defeated Italian Matteo Berrettini in straight sets to reach the final of the Shanghai Masters on Saturday. Zverev strengthened his position in the race to London standings with a 6-3, 6-4 win over Berrettini. The victory helped Zverev climb to 7th with 2,855 points in the race, 330 points more than 8th placed Berrettini. Zverev heads into his first Shanghai Masters final with a 4-0 head-to-head record against Medvedev, although their most recent meeting came over a year ago in Toronto.
Feels great, obviously. I felt like I played some decent tennis this week, and obviously being in a massive final here in Shanghai is also something very special for me. First final in China in general, so I'm looking forward to it, and hopefully I can play some good tennis.
Russia's Daniil Medvedev made it 6 finals in a row after beating Stefanos Tsitsipas at the Shanghai Masters on Saturday. Medvedev beat his Greek opponent 7-6, 7-5 in 1 hour 36 minutes to go through to Sunday's final, his 9th of the year, where he will meet the winner of the later match between Alexander Zverev and Matteo Berrettini.
He was playing quite surprising for me, and also when I was serving for the match he changed it again. That surprised me again, so I made some mistakes which I shouldn't do, but that's tennis, and I knew I just have to stay in the match. We saw something more crazy yesterday, so I'm really glad to be in the final in such a tough match.
The world number 6 will meet US Open runner-up Daniil Medvedev in Sunday's final. Sports Desk, DD News.
And before we close, the top stories once again. Prime Minister Narendra Modi holds election rally in Maharashtra, says we took decision on Jammu and Kashmir like never before. BJP Working President JP Nadda releases election Sankalp Patra, BJP Haryana 2019, promises a doubling of farmers' income by 2022, new ministries for youth development and self-employment. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi to hold rally in Maharashtra. In a major step towards restoring normalcy in Jammu and Kashmir, postpaid mobile connections to be restored on Monday noon across the state. The services to be restored in all 10 districts of Kashmir. Vice President M. Venkaiah Naidu arrives in Sierra Leone. Minister of Foreign Affairs and International Cooperation, Nabila Farida Tunis, calls on Vice President. Both leaders discuss development of bilateral relations. In international news, powerful typhoon Hagibis barrels through Japan, killing at least 19 people and lashing large parts of the country with unprecedented rain, causing floods and landslides. Around 7.3 million people advised to evacuate from their homes. In sports, India tightens its grip over second test at Pune against South Africa. Following on, visitors lose half their side in the second innings, still trailing by nearly 200 runs. And in World Women's Boxing Championship in Russia, debutant Manju Rani in 48 kg category is the lone Indian to enter the finals. She will take on Russia's Ekaterina Paltseva in the summit clash. Six-time champion Mary Kom, Jamuna Boro and Lavlina Borghain settle for bronze. And with that, we conclude this bulletin. News and updates continue after a short break. Namaskar.